our afternoon sessions and got some good lunch. Um, I'm going to go ahead and move on here again. Rondo, thank you for that music because you know I have music in my soul and I needed that. So thank you. All right. So before we could go on here at lunchtime, I want to do something. I wish, Rhonda, can you stop sharing your screen for just 1 second? I would like to introduce the board members. So if you're on, wave, turn your camera on and wave because I need everybody to see who you are. Okay. All right. And we'll do this rather quickly. All right. Incoming president, Dr. Robin Ridley. Where are you, Robin? Yay. President-elect is Dr. Annie Insana. I don't, Annie, did you? There you are. Good. Past president, Dr. David Chihak. All right, David. Secretary, Dr. Annie Insana is current, and Mrs. Amanda Wilcox is coming in. Amanda Wilcox Giles, I'm sorry. Where are you, Amanda? There she is down there. All right. The treasurer event coordinator is Mr. Chris Brown himself. Where are you, Chris?
I'm right here. Rhonda
All
and I
right.
decided to switch names today on Zoom, apparently.
I see. I see that. We have technology and communication specialist, Dr. Rhonda Blevins. Sure, yes, there she is. She's one of the wizards behind the screen. We also have our advocacy coordinator, Dr. Jim McIntyre. He is out today, but Dr. Jim is the dean at Belmont. East Tennessee Regional Representative was Dr. Miriam Stroder, but she has resigned, and it is now Dr. Cynthia Chambers. Cynthia, where are you? There she is. I see her hand, and thank you for agreeing to take on that role, Dr. Cynthia. Dr. Megan Parker Peters was currently the Middle Tennessee rep, but she is no longer Middle Tennessee. We have incoming Dr. Kevin Fee from Austin P. Where are you, Kevin? I don't see Kevin waving yet. Okay.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Thanks, Kevin. Glad to have you on board. We have West Tennessee Regional Rep, Dr. Sandra Cooley Nichols. Where are you, Sandra? Okay. We have Community Colleges Rep, Stacy Bradshaw. There's Stacy. You put the baby away. She's gone now. Okay, she's a darling. We have our first HBCU rep on the board, and we welcome you, Dr. Latasha Chisholm. Where are you, Dr. Chisholm? Wave your hand. Thank you. And then we have our TACTE liaison was Dr. Amy Downey, and incoming is Dr. Darcy Finch. Where are you, Darcy? Okay. All right. And last but certainly not least, we have our very own TDOE liaison, Dr. Jennifer Nelson. And stepping in for her today was our sister, Alicia. Alicia, I know you were here earlier. If you can just wave, that would be wonderful. And thanks for joining us today. So thank you, everyone. That is our board. As you can see, our board has grown, but it has grown to benefit all of you all much better. And to make our voices heard more across the state. And all these board members are phenomenal at what they do. So I really do appreciate them for the work that they have done to put this conference together today. All right, now we also have a word from our sponsor, Praxis. Is that Lisa? Where are you, Lisa?
Sharon, she mentioned because she's going to do the Cedar session later that she would
Oh,
just speak then. So, and the
okay.
240 wasn't able to make it.
Okay, perfect. That will be just fine. Thank you, Chris. I just named our newest people. You saw some that's coming on, and we do appreciate all of them for their willingness to join us. You will see them listed there in their new roles on the business meeting agenda. Next, we have the treasurer's report to be read by Chris Brown.
I'm off mute here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I skip Annie? I did.
Yeah, I go. Yeah, you'll need. I think you need to go back.
Yeah, let's go back one slide. Sorry about that, Annie. And we'll hear the secretary's report.
Yes,
or the approval of the last minutes. I'm sorry.
yes, absolutely. So the QR code here has a link to the fall 25 minutes. It's also in your program as well. So is there a motion to approve the fall 25 TACTE business meeting minutes?
I move to approve Virginia Foley, ETSU.
Thank you, Virginia. Is there a second? Thank you, Megan. Um, great. Any discussion? Okay, so we're going to put it to a vote. So you can either come off of mute or go down to the bottom of your screen to the react button and raise your hand. All those in favor of approving the fall 25 TACTE business meeting notes say aye or raise your hand.
Aye.
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 I'll always have to give a little more time when we're in the virtual space. So you can go ahead and put your hands down. And then are there any opposed? Okay, any abstentions? Okay, the meeting minutes have passed.
Thank you very much, Annie. All right, Chris, are you ready for our treasurer's report?
Yes. There's a QR code there to the 2026 Treasurer's Report. We capped off the 2025 year with around $79,000 in total expenses between conferences, stipends, software, membership things, taxes, board travel, and so forth, which was a little over our budget amount of 76.5 for what was budgeted for 2025. However, we did have a good, strong 2025 revenue year. We brought in 82,000 and we budgeted around 69. Working in a couple different things with previous years, the numbers ended up coming out to be around 5,517 was our total net income. I know that doesn't necessarily match when you look at the revenue and expenses, but there were some things from previous year that rolled over when looking at that. Some highlights again. We did rise fall 25 conference tickets to help offset the cost of the food and venue increases. Also ensuring that we had projector screens in every breakout room. I wish I could also pay to help our heating and air at the conference, but I cannot do that unfortunately. I have notified them multiple times about that though. Um, but another strong sponsorship year, and I hope to continue that this year as well. It's allowed us to have a little more flexibility and do more things with, especially in the fall conference space. Obviously, we were able to use some of that money too to purchase our Zoom events platform here. So I hope everybody has so far enjoyed that. I know Rhonda and I are still ironing out the kinks as we learn it from the first time. I will give a big props to Rhonda here because she has done a lot of the back end work for the Zoom events and the links that she gets to send to you rather than we have to bug you about providing a link. Um, and again, I'll submit our 990 this year for our nonprofit work. It saves us a ton of money by me just doing it. We are looking at a little bit of the money that we had left over from last year, potentially sponsoring the Aspiring Educator Award that the Department of Ed puts on, and I think it's next August. So we're having conversations among the board around maybe having a representative. What would that sponsorship look like? And that way, many of these students or teachers now do come from our preparation programs. And so we were thinking about a way to find a mesh point there. A small little change in the bylaws that was made was the secretary will now be stipend a little bit of money starting in 2026 because of the work that typically goes into that role, and it's been readjusted a little bit within bylaws. And then our affiliate membership increasing. I did not get that number. I don't think it's too much, but obviously as we have more affiliate members, we have to think about that space as well. So the proposed budget for this next year, total expenses 74,700. That's mainly the fall conference, which I'm projecting somewhere around $64,000. And then we're looking at, another good sponsorship year. And again, I'm very conservative with my numbers to hopefully keep us in a healthy spot. So before we move, any questions about the 2026 proposed budget or 2025 fiscal year?
No,
All right.
Chris, I would like to say this though. Thank you so much this fall for the swag. I think everyone loved their blankets. I had several to tell me that they enjoyed those blankets, and so we want to thank you for always selecting some of the best gifts for our swag. You do a really good job with that, so thank you. As you see, the hearts and the hands coming across the screen. So, yes.
That was the people have spoken purchase for this last year. It was the year before that. It was we should have blankets. So my daughter has commandeered mine and is actually on her bed and she sleeps with it as a throw. So
Oh,
um, but yes, and we'll continue to look at doing potential things, like swag, as obviously the money allows, because I obviously want to make sure we're always keeping our ticket prices as low as possible for fall conference. And so I just try to be mindful of that. So that's kind of like the next step of things is if we have a healthy year again in sponsorships, then we can look at doing things like that. So,
very good.
well, I would hopefully a motion to approve the 2026 budget.
Move to approve. This is Kim Hawkins.
I'll second it, Cindy Chambers.
All right. Same as Annie. Raise your hand if you approve or say I approve. All those in favor?
Hi.
I approve.
Thank you. Any objections? All right. 2026 budget passes. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your work on that, Chris. Thank you. We appreciate you. We now have some recognitions of the board and for their services, of board members for their services, and Dr. David Chiak is going to recognize these individuals.
Sure. Thank you. And, it is just a great honor to work alongside friends and colleagues. And Dr. Megan Parker Peters, she represented Middle Tennessee regional representatives very well. TACTE representative contributed to our growth, our development, through our leadership, and conference reviewer. Actively participate in our survey work that the Terra Group still wants our feedback and input. We completed that on the completer side. We're also looking at always ways to do it better, especially on the employer side. Strong advocate for Middle Tennessee and statewide discussions, and always committed in problem solving of those continuous improvement efforts. So it's been a true pleasure working alongside you, Megan Parker Peters. And I know this is, will continue to work, and hopefully you'll catch your flight soon and travel safely.
And she was thanking you in the chat, and you saw
Oh,
her hand.
I thought I saw her. I'm like, why are you here? You got a plane to catch.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm here. Like I said, I'm double booked at 2 conferences. So, yeah,
Sounds
Thank
like
you for your service, Megan.
Oh, do I have Dr. Sauter too? Okay. We sincerely appreciate Miriam's regional work as well, representing East Tennessee. While she's having to transition off a little bit earlier, we were so thrilled with Dr. Cynthia Chambers, stepping up and filling in. It really just strengthened TACTE through her leadership and advocacy for education. Her thoughtful, her grace, her spirit, really ensured that East Tennessee voices were heard and heard loudly, not only at TACTE, but statewide. Dedicated to the heart of our work, demonstrating a strong commitment to educator preparation everywhere. So thank you, Dr. Miriam Strada.
Thank you, Dr. Strodum.
Oh, does this mean I can transition off? No, go on. Is this me too? Oh, I got this as well. Wow, I'm getting all the recognitions. It's been awesome, Sharon, working alongside you. And a fierce advocate, an active member of TACTE and AACT for over 28 years. Transitioning off the presidency, you have refined and expanded the TACTE executive board, You have codified and solidified our communication and technology specialist. You have added, ensured, and codified our finance officer and events coordinators. The addition of an HBCU representative. Who does not love our Spirit Day? When we all get to show a little university, ed prep, organization, institution pride on those last days. And no one with a stronger voice and passion and TACTE's biggest advocate. So, Sharon, while you won't be president after the business meeting, we know your presence will be everlasting, and we know we can always call on you.
Well, thank you very much, David. And I will say it has been an honor and pleasure to serve this organization. Like you said, I've been a part of this for almost 28 years now. TACTE has been it's like a brother or sister because this is where I come to see all of my brothers and sisters in education. And so it has been a pleasure. I will miss serving on the board, but I will still be active in TACTE forever and a TACTE advocate forever. With that being said, I'd like to say we have another individual who is stepping up to the plate. It is time for Dr. Robin Wrigley to serve her term as president. You all, Robin is phenomenal at change of policies. She's policy driven, working on bylaws and constitutions and just all the things she does to make TACTE special. Her input in our meetings on most of our decision making processes is just phenomenal. And I welcome you. We welcome you to serve alongside with Dr. Robin Wrigley. Robin, I will now pass the gavel to you. Welcome.
Thanks, Sharon. I appreciate that. So I just want to say thanks to Sharon so much for serving the last couple of years as president. David alluded to this, but she has decided to not serve in the past president role. She's got a lot of things on her plate, and we certainly honor and respect that, and have just been so thankful for her leadership. And as she is transitioning off, we have asked Dr. David Chihek to stay on as past president and to support us, having that continuity and having that role to help us along in the board is really important to just the ongoing work of the board. So thanks for all of that. So I just want to talk a little bit about the next steps and next year for us. I'm really excited. I feel honored to be in this position and to serve in this way. And I just hope that as we move forward, hearing from you, our members, is really important to all of us. Having representation from all of the different types of institutions that we serve, public and private, individuals from EPPs from different parts of the state, HBCUs, our LEA EPP partners, as well as our community college partners. It's just having all of those voices at the table is so invaluable for ensuring that our focus is on the entire membership and on our collective needs. So I hope you will take advantage and let us know, reach out to us and let us know what's going on in your work and in whether it's the part of the state you're in or in just your daily work in your EPP. I think as we move forward this next year, advocacy is going to continue to be a strong priority of ours. The board has been reaching out to our legislators and our state board members to share our priorities, TACTE's advocacy priorities. We also try to stay abreast of what's happening with AACTE and what they're helping us learn more about on national issues. And so we encourage you to take advantage of all of the opportunities that come across your email to stay connected and to learn more and to get involved. Earlier today, David had a survey that he wanted you to complete to let us know if you're interested in joining an advocacy committee. So if you didn't get a chance to do that, I don't think they just dropped it in the chat. So if you didn't do that earlier, please take advantage of that survey and let us know. If we want to make sure that we have as many voices as we can involved in this work and that what our constituency interested and passionate about is getting communicated to the voices and to the people that need to know it. So please, if you have interest, complete that survey, reach out to us afterwards. Another priority that we will continue to have is just promoting effective practices for preparing educators, right? That's our primary mission. And this is really for all of us. I know I'm often guilty of saying, what do I have to contribute, or what innovative work am I doing? Or, no one really wants to hear about what I'm doing. But don't be me. Be you and reach out and share your work. And the way that you can do that is by submitting proposals to present at our conferences and getting involved in that work. In the fall, we're going to be back in Franklin at the Marriott, and that is a great opportunity to share your work. And the focus is going to be on preparing teachers who stay. We all have been thinking about that in lots of different ways. And so consider submitting a proposal so you can share more about what you're doing related to recruiting, retaining, and supporting the induction of future educators. I hope you'll feel compelled to do that and engage in that way. The other thing that I want to mention is, we solicit for new board positions regularly, and please consider nominating yourself or someone else as positions become available. You may not have thought that this was something that you would want to do, but I have found this work to be very fulfilling, and to get to connect with people from across the state, our colleagues from across the state through the board and through other means, is just really important work. So consider doing that. If you're a leader at an institution, a dean, associate dean, in the upcoming years, we're going to need those types of leaders to be part of our board. So consider doing that as well. I know we know and realize how pulled you are in so many directions, but TACTE needs you as well. I just want to take another minute to recognize Sharon and her work. Dr. Sharon Cypress, who's the dean at Freed-Hardeman, she served as our president-elect and president. But she's just a real strong advocate and encourager, right, for all of us that's been on the board. And we were going to miss her. We're going to miss her uplifting spirit and her energy. So I want to say one more time, thank you for all that you've done for me, for our board, and for the organization. And I want to acknowledge Dr. David Chiek again, because I don't know that anybody really realizes what he's offered to do, to stick around and help us again after serving 6 years on the board. He's willing to stick around a little longer. So thank you for that. I know the entire board is grateful for both of you, the commitment you've shared, and that you're going to continue to share in this work. I also want to take a minute to acknowledge all of the other board members that have made this conference possible. Rhonda Blevins, she is doing all the things, keeping us rolling with the PowerPoint, with our program, with links, with just all of it. And she is just has been pivotal to helping us. Chris Brown, he is also always behind the scenes doing all of the things, right, to help us make sure these conferences are all that they need to be to meet y'all's needs and to meet our mission as a board. We had a proposal review committee that reviewed proposals and made sure our sessions were of high quality. And then we're grateful for the other board members who've been mentioned earlier, but they have contributed in a variety, whether they're setting in on a session to make sure it's working right, that everything's working, or just supporting with logistics on the back end. Our sponsors, the fall conference couldn't be like it is, right? We couldn't have nice swag. We couldn't have all of the things that go on at that conference, those delicious meals, if it weren't for our sponsors. So we are just grateful that Chris worked so hard to acquire those folks to support us.